and Mr. Secretary, on enrichment specifically, as it appears that the kinetic phase of this conflict with Iran is paused for now. Could the United States, could the Trump administration consider this conflict ended without addressing the enriched uranium within the country? What are plans for that?
Well, yeah, thank you very much. I think you, on Iran, you mentioned the word pause, and I think it's an accurate way to describe at least the nuclear chapter of that process. We know this is a multi-pronged process with areas that exceed the nuclear part, but I think it's fair to say that this is a very important, if we go back to the origins of this conflict, it is fair to say that we need to find an adequate solution and a long-standing and I would say predictable status quo when it comes to the nuclear issue in Iran. We have to remember that there's still 440 kilograms, a few 100 pounds of highly enriched uranium at 60%. There are many capabilities that are still there. So we have been working very hard with the Secretary and also with Steve Witkoff, with Jared Kushner, with our Iranian counterparts. So I think we have succeeded in identifying what are the issues and areas where we will have to work together to provide, when the time comes, and we all hope this is going to be soon, where we can have this chapter as settled in terms of having predictable activity and not having yet another crisis as the ones that we have been seeing repeated themselves over decades in Iran.
So, as the Secretary General said, our strong desire is to end the Iranian nuclear program through negotiations and through inspections administered by the International Atomic Energy Agency. That has been the agenda of the Trump administration from day one. And we've not abandoned that possibility. I hope and expect we probably get to that eventually. But in the meantime, we can't control what the Iranian government does. This regime does not represent the Iranian people. They don't represent a future of peace and potential prosperity for the people of Iran. Our number one objective is they will not possess nuclear weapons. If we can do it through negotiation and inspections, that is absolutely the desired way. If it needs to be done through military means to destroy their nuclear facilities and the industrial might of Iran, unfortunately, we will do that too. We cannot have Iran threatening the energy supplies for the world forever. We cannot have an impregnable porcupine there that's been the biggest source of murder, terrorism, and instability, not just in the Middle East, but in the world. So one way or the other, we will get there. You mentioned enrichment. In the negotiations with Iran, we have repeatedly said, we'll do it, because their claim, of course, is, well, we're enriching because we want to have a nuclear industry. Well, we've said to them, no problem at all. We would work with you to develop a nuclear power industry in Iran. We can supply enriched uranium fuel for those reactors. If your desire is commercial power for nuclear energy, there's no better partner in the world to have than the United States, just as we're doing with Saudi Arabia. But that's a completely different thing. And of course, the Iranian program has never been about commercial enrichment. They wouldn't bury that hundreds of feet underground and lie about it and deceive us about it. They have a weapons program. Our goal, we will prevent that weapons program from ever achieving success. The best route to get there is a negotiated agreement where they abandon a weapons program, they rejoin the community of peaceful nations, and quite possibly they develop civil nuclear power in cooperation with the United States to the betterment of everyone. But one way or the other, they will not have a nuclear weapon.